Donald Duck's Diner Disaster, a culinary catastrophe part 1. A dream come true. Donald Duck had always dreamed of being a famous chef. After saving up for years, his dream came true. He bought a small, cozy diner and named it Donald's Delightful Diner. He painted the walls bright yellow and hung up a grand opening sign. "This is going to be perfect," he exclaimed to his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. "Nothing can go wrong." Part 2. The grand opening chaos. The opening day arrived. A long line of hungry customers formed outside. Donald, wearing a tall chef's hat, was buzzing with excitement and nervousness. He rushed to the kitchen to start the orders. "One super duck burger, one mega salad," he yelled to himself. But he quickly got confused. Was it 2 burgers or 3? He started mixing up all the orders. Part 3. The Flying Pancake Fiasco. A customer ordered pancakes. Donald poured the batter onto the griddle, but the griddle was too hot. The batter sizzled and splattered everywhere. One giant pancake flew off the pan, did a flip in the air, and landed perfectly on Donald's head like a sticky, yellow hat. The nephews peeked into the kitchen and gasped. Part 4. The Soup-tastrophe. Next, Donald tried to make tomato soup. He filled a huge pot with tomatoes and water, but he added too much pepper. When he stirred it, a cloud of spicy pepper dust filled the kitchen. Donald started sneezing uncontrollably. HCHOO, each powerful sneeze sent waves of red soup flying across the room, painting the kitchen walls red. Part 5. The Great Burger Blunder. For the Super Duck Burger, Donald had to flip the patties, but he flipped one with too much force. The burger patty shot up, hit the ceiling fan, and was spun around the room like a flying saucer before landing in a customer's purse. The customer screamed, and Donald could only stammer, "Extra flavor?" Part 6. A hopeless situation. The kitchen was a disaster zone. Food was everywhere, orders were mixed up, and the customers were getting angry. Donald was on the verge of a meltdown. His dream was turning into a nightmare. He slumped against a wall, covered in flour and soup, feeling completely defeated. Part 7. The nephews to the rescue. Huey, Dewey, and Louie knew they had to help their Uncle Donald. Using their junior woodchuck skills, they swung into action. Huey took charge of the order tickets. Dewey started cleaning up the mess, and Louie began organizing the ingredients. They were a tiny, efficient army. Part 8. A surprising visit. Just as the nephews were getting things under control, a food critic named Ms. Penelope Proud entered the diner. She was famous for her harsh reviews. She looked around at the slightly messy diner and raised an eyebrow. Donald's heart sank. This was the end of his career. Part 9. Donald's special talent. Ms. Proud ordered the simplest thing on the menu, scrambled eggs. Donald took a deep breath. This was his last chance.